Good evening, race fans. Welcome to PTM Racing TV tonight for race number 12 at Auto Club Speedway for the Winter Series. We'll be doing a 100-lap battle. I'll be your co-host tonight, Robert Warrens, alongside my fellow co-host, Dennis Warrens. Dennis, you got a copy?
I'm here loud and clear.
Oh man, she's going to be a barn burner tonight as these guys are winding down for their championship series. So, maybe we'll start off by rolling through the grid, if you don't mind. Take us through.
All right, here we go for this afternoon's race. Starting on the pole, your current points leader after last week's win, Austin Fitzgerald. On the outside, Jason Maines. Starting in third, Sean Keltenbach. On his outside, Chuck Sweeting. In fifth position, Gregory Hectus. And on the outside, Dustin Karshner. Starting in seventh, Jeffrey Souza. With second in points, Christian Challoner starting in eighth. Andrew Neidhart starting in ninth, and Alan Pajari on the outside in 10th. Thomas O'Hara starting in position 11, with Joshua Campbell in 12th. Brad Wren and David Hall in the next row. Joshua Murch starting 15th with John Medeiros in 16th. Bobby Jonas and Daniel B. Johnson in the next row. Justin Lowry and Jake Hickson in 19th and 20th. 21st is Ty Ippolito and Carlos Fonseca in 22nd. 23rd position is Tim Phillips with John Curley, and in the last position, Mike Ellis starting in 25th. And that's your lineup for this afternoon's race.
25 cars taking the field tonight. It's going to be interesting as these guys wind down with just the 2 races left. I think we're going to be seeing some action tonight. A little excited, a little scared watching some of the battles we had last week at Bristol, the Concrete Coliseum.
2-mile track here for Auto Club, so see how close these guys stay together, see if they stay bunched up or if they end up spreading out.
Yep, 17-degree banking in the turns. I think it's 14 degrees on the backstretch and 14 degrees on the front stretch and 3 on the backstretch. The pace car's about to duck in. Let's follow in on some action here. Austin Fitzgerald gets off to a great start. Just like you called it, Dennis. All right, they're just going to stay in line right here and not get too crazy.
It's a big track, 100 laps, long race to go here.
Yeah.
Imagine all these guys will just be patient at the start.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great racing, a lot of green flag runs, and I mean, these guys don't really disappoint when it comes to putting on a good show. We've seen some new paints tonight. Christian Challoner in his mega wins. That's what he's had this season.
7 wins in a row. It's not an easy feat.
No, this is a very talented group of drivers too. So pulling that off just speaks to his dedication, his strategy, and just getting it done. I mean, how else do you put it, right? Just getting it done.
I wasn't able to see last week, missed the race, and seeing Austin Fitzgerald win that one was a good surprise. Really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it came right down to the last pit stop. There was a late race caution, and I believe it was PB Henry and Austin Fitzgerald and Challoner. They pitted. They were the top 3 at the time. Challoner was leading going into the pits. He took 4. The other guys took 2, and I mean, murder she wrote after that. The 4 tires aren't really going to be a big advantage in a short run. And that was that. So Austin was able to squeak away, and, PB Henry and Challoner battled it out for a second, and then before you know it, PB Henry was sliding across the line.
some good 3-wide racing going on right now out there.
Yeah, looking at Hectus and Chuck Sweeting. And I believe that's Jason Maines in the number 1 machine. Sponsored by Atlantic. Nice looking machine. Long way to go, lap 4. 97 to go. We're expecting pit window is around, I would say, lap 60 if we go green. They're going to want to probably split it a little bit over half. And, you know, there's probably a lot of strategy with just, you know, sitting in somebody's draft and not pushing the car too hard. Oh, Souza
got a
getting
little
loose.
loose there.
I think he had a little bit of help, to be honest.
Did he get beeped?
You got a beep moment. But Jari coming up, making some ground. We're seeing a bunch of new paints. We haven't seen too much shuffling as far as cars jockeying position just yet.
Oh, I just went back and watched it, and it looked like Souza just got a little loose on his own.
Maybe, you know, the low side on the exit just doesn't have that grip.
I think we got a little excited for the beep. We don't usually see the beep moments here with these guys.
No.
I was like, oh, look at that. No.
No. Just
Just kidding.
Excited for nothing. And it looks like Austin Fitzgerald has fallen back to 4th position. Might be a strategic move as he's got Hectus on his bumper.
See some of these guys getting loose there.
Yeah. Well, what do you know what horsepower package is in this one? Is it just
Oh, you know I do.
Oh, settle down. Currently, we got Chuck Sweeting in the lead. He's actually opening up a little bit of a gap on the field with Colin back in 2nd place, just 0.2 back. And newcomer to the series, we haven't seen him before on the broadcast on PTM Racing TV for the Winter Series, is Jason Maines. He's currently in a battle with Austin Fitzgerald in the 74. Check in a little bit further back on the field here where the battle is. Maines and Fitzgerald door to door for P3. And it looks like the high side is eventually where you're going to want to end up. You know, these guys really got heartbeats and sinks with their engine beat. So these guys are just giving it all. You can tell their ticker's just going as fast as the car is. Yeah, definitely strategic for Austin as he's dropped back from the lead position, and now he's got Challoner, his points battle advocate, in tow in draft. Ten laps in, 91 to go. Starting to see freight trains form.
Group is still pretty tight considering 10 laps in, so drafting is definitely coming into play here. How do you think tires are going to be on this track?
Honestly, tire wear is going to be pretty substantial. If you push, you're going to burn up that right front, and you're not going to be able to get on the gas on exit at all. And, you know, as we're seeing right now, Dennis, if you look, these guys are running multiple lines in these corners with this 17-degree banking. Yeah,
it looks like most of the cars that are getting loose are on the bottom side, coming out of the corner. The high groove seems to be the place to be. That's more stable right now for sure.
Neidert here on the outside of Mains, making a move. We watched that one happen just live a second ago. Mains tucks in behind Neidert. A lot of racing left, and we're seeing some moves to get drivers to the front and break away from that pack. Currently, new leader, it looks like Callenbach in the 52 machine is about a second and a half approximately away from the pack of cars, and the entire field, you know, is just over 4 seconds in tow, which is pretty significant when these guys are running 41-second laps. Kaltenbach, fastest car on the track last lap. Let's see if he does it again. Slowly making up his way through the field. Let's take a look at Daniel Johnson. I can find his car number here. Car number 75. In the Kingsman machine. New colors this week. Maybe it was black and blue last time. A lot of squiggling, little wall touch in there. Looks by the 8 machine of Josh Campbell. Brushes it on the exit. Oh, we got contact. Oh, that's not going to be good. Not going to be good. Big carnage. Big carnage. Brad Wren gets it fired back up. Oh, yeah. Lap 15. I'm right with you on that boat, Dennis. Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Oh my, the carnage indeed. Let's follow along with the 39 machine. Brad Wren. Just see what happened here. What carnage ensued. Looks like they're gonna... Oh, slight contact there from the 35 of Dustin Karshner. Looks like they got locked together. Karshner takes a big hit along with Brad Wren.
Yeah, might have been a bit of net code there.
Yeah, it
looked like he started going around before they even touched.
Yeah, it went a little too far back there. Well, it looks like Karshner got loose there and squiggled. Lost his momentum. And you can see Brad Wren just charging. I mean, the Karshner does move up the track a slight bit.
Yeah.
You know, and that might have been the incident. But I don't know who plowed into Brad Wren. It was Fonseca. Got a piece of him there, and there goes his nose cone.
Oh.
Who was that? Let's one more time as these drivers are rolling through the pits. Again, it looks like Thomas O'Hare in the 61. Just back that up. One more time. Far back. O'Hara just doesn't get it wound up enough. And
oh, no.
He locks it up and unfortunately takes significant damage. Significant damage. These drivers are gone through the pits. Go back to live action. Catch right back up with the field. Somebody get out a basket for the parts that they're going to have to put in it.
I'm showing the leader did not pit.
Yep, you are correct, my friend. Chuck Sweeting, current leader, opted to stay out. I don't know, Dennis. How many tire sets these guys got tonight?
Oh, I think they got 3.
So 2? 1. If they have 3, then they start with
Well, they
1.
got
They have 2 to change, right?
Well, they got 4, so they got 3 in the pits.
Interesting. And you know, the lap times they were running slower than their QC speed by almost a half second. I'm showing.
Yep. Fastest lap, number 36, Andrew Neidert. Looks like he's got the fastest lap of the race so far to 40.706. Definitely turbocharged and supercharged. This race is enlarged.
Oh my.
I don't know where I got that from.
Might have been a Red Bull. I don't know. We should probably reach out to them for a sponsorship or something. We're probably going to see some overdriving to survive and thrive here with these fresh tires, and probably taking Chuck Sweeting to some Gapplebees, because I don't know how his tires are going to hold up. Like, you know, what was it, 15 green flag laps, and he was very competitive, running good.
Maybe I'll go back and check if they actually took some tires there.
I can only imagine.
Guessing they would have just fueled up.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't quite put them into a full way, but pace car's off. Sweeting's off, gets a great launch. Souza not as good. Kaltenbach on the inside of Souza with Neidart in behind, pushing Souza. Watch these guys go into turn 1, see what happens. Sweeting's able to maintain. Cars are looking a little loose.
Just went back and looked at the tapes there. It looked like a lot of the cars took 4 tires, so definitely Sweeting's going to have a different set of tires than everybody else out there.
Yeah, for sure. He falls back into second place as Souza takes the lead. Neidart goes on the inside of Sweeting. It's really going to depend on, as far as strategy. If there's another caution in 10 laps, Souza might be laughing here. Might put him in the hot seat. Three wide. These guys are dancing. Closes the door on Johnson. Main stays high. Fitzgerald low. 3 wide with Challoner, Ippolito, and Johnson as they're going into turn 1. I mean, they're using every inch of this track through these corners.
Slicing and dicing. It is crowded out there.
Yeah, it is. Big run for Mike Ellis. Starting 25th, up in 10th. Making a charge on the high side. iRacers Lounge podcast. Sponsoring that machine. 80 laps to go on the ticker. Challoner shoots in like a cannon on the inside there. I would imagine once these tires get worn down, it's going to be drivers protecting the high side, stopping the run. Unless they have substantially better tires, you're not going to be able to make moves. Oh, we're going to have to go back there.
That's almost a big one right there.
Oh, man.
Mains goes for a ride.
And that's a hard hit. Let's just back that up right now. Oh, man. That's a tough break for the 72. David Hall, I believe that is.
Just from my initial there, it looked like Mains got right hooked into the wall.
Just back. Let's back it up. Right. Let's see from your initial what it looks like, Mr. Dennis. Mike Ellis looking on the outside. Ippolito tags him. And Ellis nowhere to go. And then just carnage after that. A lot of cars torn up there. I think that's Hectus. Hectus, just these guys have nowhere to go. Simply nowhere to go.
Just a tough break.
Yeah, tough break indeed.
Wrong place, wrong time.
A lot of damaged cars right there. Somebody get out their checkbook. Another mortgage on the house or something. Drivers are coming in through the pits now. Back live action. Looks like almost half the field was damaged in that.
Yeah, that took out quite a few cars.
Fortunate to see.
Pit crew's hard at work on a bunch of these guys. See if they can get them back out. Definitely going to be slower than the rest of the field, though.
You better put down your Haagen-Dazs ice cream and get out some duct tape.
Safe to say that was a beep beep.
I don't know. That was more like a wrecking ball. I don't know about a beep beep in that one. Oh, that's yeah, we're gonna see what happens here, but you know, from that first wreck, we had 2 cars drop out, Karshner and Mertz. Brad Wren was able to recoup it up. We'll see what happens after the dust settles here, but you know, there was substantial damage. We might have a 20 car field running opposed to the 25 we started with.
Two cautions already. 3/4 of this race still left to go. Still a long way to go for these guys.
Settle down. Might have been a little too close to the high octane before they got in the cars tonight. Getting all jacked up on the juice.
Red Bull.
Heck yeah. Lights are off on the pace car. 76 laps to go. Auto Club Race 12 Winter Series 100 lap showdown on PTM Racing TV. This is going to be an interesting one. I believe Sweeting actually came in, took tires this time, so he's going to have 8 lap newer tires, which will be pretty substantial the longer this runs.
It looks like we lost Mains out of this race, so not a good welcome back for Mains here.
Yeah, tough break
looks
for
like
him.
His car is retired.
Neidhart in the P1 position, fires early, gets a good jump on Souza. Kaltenbach on the bottom. Fitzgerald passes Johnson in the 74 with the 75 on the outside with Challoner in tow of Johnson. We're going to have to check in on Sweeting in the 65 machine. See how he's able to make it up through the field. He's currently in 12th, so... move a little bit further back onto Sweeting. Woo! Looks like Johnson might have brushed the wall there in front of the draft of Fitzgerald. We haven't seen him much tonight, but new paint job for the 46 machine of Lowry, sporting another Days of Thunder paint. Channeling his Tom Cruise for the championship for sure. I mean, you've seen it tonight. Anything can happen. We've had more cautions in a short amount of time than we've historically seen.
Just to do a quick recap of your top 5 in points, Austin Fitzgerald is sitting first with 408 points. Christian Challoner's 407 points, 1 point back. Justin Lowry is 399. And in 4th, Dustin Karshner, 368. And in 5th spot right now, overall in points, Chuck Sweeting at 353. Tight battle for the top 2 for sure.
Yeah, it's going to come down to whoever, just finishes in front of the other person is going to get that edge. Currently, Challoner is in front of Fitzgerald in 4th position. Challoner makes a move on Kaltenbach. He's charging. My gut feeling here is that the tire advantage that Sweeting's going to have should likely put him up in the front. Probably in about 20 laps. Car up high there. Fonseca running the wall. Checking in on Sweeting.
First and second place car, Souza and Neidhart, they were running the fastest laps of the day so far, and all of a sudden, here comes Challoner, turns a 40.376. He's in 3rd and charging hard, running the fastest lap. He's making his move now.
30 laps in. I don't know, was it too soon?
Oh, it's hard to say. Like you said earlier, anything can happen. Maybe he's seen all the stuff that he saw back there happening. He wants to stay away from it. That could be a goal too.
Yeah. Steering towards glory. Every lap's a new story here at the Winter Series. You have to always be watching. And he's actually locked right in on them. We'll jump ahead. Challoner. Yeah, they've separated. Well, they've got a 3/10 gap on the 4th place. Well, he's right there, but I guess almost a second and a bit back is the 5th place of Fitzgerald. So, maybe you're right. Maybe he's making the charge now, because if these guys work together, they should be able to pull away from a pack that's battling.
It's interesting seeing Challenger on the low line there. Woo. Hold on.
Hold on. Check your drawers. Souza gets super loose there, crossing over Neidhart. And he's even going for the pass. Oh, man.
Loose is fast.
And they're gonna stack up and try to clear him. Oh, closes the door.
Not now.
Beep beep. I wasn't expecting the door to close that fast. A nice pass by Souza to take the lead. Challener's going to be battling on the bottom of Neidhart. This is a good battle right here. And these guys are pulling away as the lead pack, and they're not looking back. They're currently almost 1.5 seconds ahead from the rest of the pack.
Sweeting is already up into 6th place with those fresher tires.
Yep.
He's coming.
He's charging. And it's interesting enough, you know, as you're saying that, Fitzgerald was leading the pack in 5th, and he's been passed by Sweeting and Johnson, who look like they're charging at that pack of cars. Johnson ran an 8:05. Souza ran a 78. So if they work together, they should be able to pull up. Back in on the lead pack here. Don't blink. Don't think. Just drive. I gotta wonder if, you know, Challenger running the low line there he's going to be able to conserve a little bit more tire. And obviously, I think a little bit more fuel.
Yeah, I was about to mention that earlier before they got that little squiggly moment there. But he's consistently running the bottom line, and everybody else is kind of staying up high, so we'll see how much of a difference it makes eventually here for sure.
Yeah, well, he's able to side draft and pull using the bottom side. Put a brush to the wall there. Not sure if that was Souza. You just see the powerful run they're getting off the high side. Even though Challenger's running great low line. Woo! Chop chop. Drops down to stop the run on Challenger.
Good battle up front here.
I mean, 63 laps to go. I don't know what they're fighting for right now, but it seems like, you know, every lap is almost the white flag. And they're coming to the checker the way these guys are driving, you know. A move on Neidhart from Souza I wasn't really expecting. I don't know if he was expecting to do it either, but it sure happened right live on PTM Racing TV. That second group of cars, 5th back, about 1.7 seconds or greater behind, so these guys are running fast laps, so I'm not really sure what's going on with the second group of cars.
Looks like they're just maintaining, staying safe, single file almost. There's more racing up front with these 4 cars than there is in the back, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's check in on them, see if they're mixing it up at all. This is the second group of cars between 5th through 10th.
I have to give a shout out to the pit crew of Karshner and Mertz. Looks like both those cars from Incident 1 are back out on the track.
Running for points. Gotta get back out there. Quickest car on the track is Sweeting. The last time by, he's closing the gap on those lead cars all by himself as he breaks away from that second pack. Look at the spread as he charges. I got 8 lap newer tires, boys. It's time to get going.
That's right, pedal to the metal. Let the engine settle. Don't know what that means.
Sounds provocative, though. Maybe he got it from like a cereal box or something. I'm not even sure. And he's sucking right up. He's using everything he's got to, get in the wake, the slipstream, the cars in front. And it's looking like Sweeting's strategy of hoping for that second caution is paying off as he's able to get close to the front 4 leaders.
Yeah, just hoping he hasn't burned off too much to get up there, because that was quite a gap he had to make up.
I mean, these guys up front aren't leaving much themselves as they're slipping and battling. And you can see that Neidhart is taking the lead back from Souza as he's sliding around. Challenger using the high side as Neidhart ducks low. Challenger was definitely saving on the bottom. He's able to cross him over, going down the front
Just
stretch.
sending it there. Time to go.
Gonna have to see what strategy Sweeting can employ to get around these guys and take a crack at the lead. Right now, I think to me, is in the hot seat of the winning side of the strategy. Especially if he can get out front. And he's going to go 3 here. Wants around. He's trying. Looking low. Turn 1. Inside of Neidhart. Let's see how these tires work out. Souza slips high. They're at 3. Almost 4 wide. He's able to get up to his door, falling back off the low exit of the turn down the backstretch. He's just got to keep consistent here, I think, and these newer tires should prevail. Woo! Kaltenbach going 3. Sweeting turns into the sandwich meat, trying to use up those tires.
These guys are starting to let Challenger pull ahead here. They got to kind of stay with them.
Yeah, too much battling. And you can see Fitzgerald now charging away from the second pack of cars. We've been watching these guys dance for a while. Fitzgerald is catching up to this group of 4 cars. Challenger, like you said, is pulling away.
Coming up to the halfway mark here. Can't forget about the winner, P13 at the halfway mark, end of lap 50. Whoever's in P13.
I'll have to watch that. This is the battle right now for 10th and 11th, or sorry, 9th and 10th between Campbell and Hickson. Quickest car on the track last lap, 74 machine of Fitzgerald, currently in 6th. Looks like he's trying to make a charge. P2, Kaltenbach. Jump back up to the leaders.
Yeah, Challenger's almost got a 1 second lead.
Whew. Yeah, I think, you know, as we were watching Neidhart and Souza battle, I think Challenger was being much more strategic with his tire usage. And Sweeting's trying to... Oh, he crosses over. Oh my, we have contact. That is Souza. And
it looked like Neidhart got loose coming off the corner, and that may have caused them to check up.
no caution. They're still running. Maybe we could just back that up for a second. Go back for a replay here. Hopefully nothing crazy happens while we figure out what's going on. Track. Here's it rewound. You're correct. Neidhart got loose on the exit. So did Souza. Came down on Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald was able to gather it up. Hopefully with minimal damage, because that could be very impactful to his championship run here, as he was currently pressing onto the leaders. Unfortunate break. Looked like a chain reaction of events, with Neidhart getting loose and Souza following suit.
Souza was having a great run this afternoon as well.
Yep, that's not good for his sponsors. Looks like everyone's getting a little squiggly.
That incident definitely spread out the leaders. They're not close to each other too much. They're all about a half-second gap between them all.
Yeah. 50 to go. Who's in P13?
Tim Phillips.
Take us out to dinner, Tim, if you watch this broadcast.
Applebee's.
Applebee's. I want that apple pie. And let's check on Sweeting. See how his tires are holding up here. Looks like the last lap he was a little bit quicker than second and first. But will he have enough? You know, and good run for Kaltenbach. We haven't seen him too much, as we've been, you know, working with the Winter Series on PTM Racing TV. And it's pretty impressive when you see really not a regular of the series come and burn up some tires and run with the big dogs in the show. When are you thinking the pit cycle's going to happen here, Dennis? You think in the next 10 laps or so?
I don't think so. We had some guys come in on lap 24 and also lap 16. I'm thinking they might push it a little more.
Their laps have, what, fallen off about a second a lap? So you got to figure that if you get freshies, you're going to be gaining, you know, a second a lap easily.
With Sweeting coming in on lap 24. Do you think he might have enough to go the rest of the way?
I mean,
Tight.
he might be on the bubble, but I don't know if his driving style is really indicating he's saving anything. Let's maybe check in on his cockpit, see what it looks like.
I think he stole my driving gloves there.
Oh, you shouldn't leave them out for people to snatch up, and that stuff won't happen.
Purple people eater.
Little corrective turn on the exit there. I mean, he's not shifting, but he's also running the high line. I don't hear him popping the clutch. So, I mean, you might be right. He may have enough fuel to make it. Because 24, he came in on 24 at 75 laps. He's going to be right on the bubble. Woo! Hang on, Sweden. Check in on Kaltenbach, who's actually nudged up the leader in the 78 machine. He's actually shifting. He's in 4th gear. You know, I'm thinking, you know, Dennis, you mentioned it. Do you think he's got enough? And the definitely the first and second place car do not, by the math. And with Sweeting showing he's staying in 5th, he may have enough.
You want to go on board with one of your favorite drivers, Ippolito.
Uh-oh.
He's making a charge. He's up 15 spots in 6th. These 3 cars were side by side, 3 wide, just a lap ago.
Yeah, it looks like the 19 car is actually running the faster laps out of the group. And with how hard we've seen Neidhart, Neidhart has pushed, I think he's going to be struggling to keep these guys behind him.
Big wreck. Big wreck. Just behind these guys.
34 and 88, it looks like. Pajari. Let's see if we can roll it back, see what happened. You know, I didn't want to see a caution. I wanted this thing to go.
Imagine all these guys have been coming in for pit stops for sure here.
Let's take a look at what happened. Currently on board with Pajari. Ooh. I mean, that one's tough to call. Just looking on the exit here. Can't really slow this down. But it looks like the 75 of Johnson maybe keeps it tighter than what Pajari and the 34 is expecting.
Yeah. And 2 cars just wanting the same spot. Just doesn't work.
Yeah. I'm going to...
Unfortunately, that car on the outside just got caught up in it.
The 88 machine of Hickson. It doesn't look like they had a lot of significant damage. But, I mean... It's nowhere to go sometimes, I suppose, right? Like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, the whole field's coming in now.
I mean, this just throws poor Sweeting's strategy right out the window. Wondering, you know, likely see Challoner get off pit road first.
Or tires and fuel. Last pit stop, hopefully.
Ooh, good battle. Sweeting second, Kaltenbach third, Ippolito fourth, and it looks like Neidhart is sixth. Fitzgerald is fifth. Oh, 40 laps to go with, or 41 to go with freshies. Still got the 22 cars in the field out of 25. Race number 12, Auto Club.
Cautions usually cause caution, so let's bunch these guys up and let them go.
Burning rubber, earning thunder. These guys are just battling it out. Race number 12 here tonight. Newcomers in the field. It's like a slew of cars are getting their lap back. '96 machine doesn't look too banged up. Looking at all corners of the car here. Nice clean nose. I'm hoping we see Souza back up front here. He was having a great run, and it's unfortunate that looks like the marbles on the track got the worst of him electing Fitzgerald. But I mean, Fitzgerald by his pit stop didn't seem to have any damage. As he's able to recoup and maintain his track position. I think this last 40 laps is going to get a little hectic.
Well, I'm going to buckle up my seatbelt.
Yeah, you better. Pace car's ducking in. See the Wizard Challoner launch and leaves Sweeting on the high side, 2-3 car lengths back. Calton back on the inside takes second place. Sweeting ducks low in front of Fitzgerald with Ippolito on the high side. Neidhart, little tap to Ip as Campbell looks to complete the pass on the bottom for one and turn. A lot of action here right now. Lots of racing left, guys. Lots of racing. I mean, it's been relatively quiet. We haven't really talked about Lowry, who was, chasing a points championship for a few races. But, maybe he's just trying to stay out of trouble. 38 laps to go. Check in on our leaders. Onto the 52 machine of Kaltenbach. Relatively same line for both of them. I think anyone's going to be hard pressed to save, especially the leader right now. Challoner's going to have his hands full.
Yeah, this race is up for anybody right now.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see a charge on the high side as Fitzgerald and Sweeting look to work together to mount a run. Switch to a higher view to see what happens here. I really do believe, based on what we saw the last 30 laps is running the high side too early might compromise your tires. Kaltenbach dives, rolls high. Let's see what Fitzgerald and Sweeting do here. You see just a huge draft down the front stretch. Might have been a little beep beep from Fitzgerald. Tap on Joner.
Nudge.
I'm coming. Coming for that points lead. 35 laps to go. Oh! Neidhart!
Oh no.
He might. Did he just save it? Why is he stopping? What are we doing? He stopped. Why did he stop? Neidhart. Get some ice cream after doing a 360. Let's go back and take a look at what happened. Not sure what happened there. We're going to see people. There might be another set of tires, but I think it's too soon to go in and try to get an advantage. There wasn't enough racing here. On board with the 36 machine of Neidhart. Gets loose on the exit. Hooks it back up the track. Touches Campbell netcode. Brad Wren, victim again.
Oh.
They were able to keep going, but you can see the 36 machine. I don't know if he had to check his drawers or what he was doing, but I mean, typically you just don't halt it up on the racetrack like that. Have to go forward. See what's going on with our group of cars up front. Current leader, Sean Kaltenbach, the 52 machine. Looks like he's rocking a Team Watson Racing sponsored machine. $33 laps to go. I don't know, Dennis. Are we throwing up predictions on anyone? Anything? What are we doing?
I don't know. My prediction just spun out there. That's who I was going to pick.
Neidhart?
I was thinking Neidhart was going to pull it off tonight.
Well, tonight we have Speed Demons, Racing Queens, and everything in betweens. So, I mean, that's kind of the story we've been seeing all night. Just, 4 cautions, 11 laps. It's not typically what we see. Who you were going to vote for, maybe looking to get a pit strategy in with a caution.
It's been quiet all night and slowly creeping up. Justin Lowry.
Yeah.
Started at the back.
19th.
He's up in the top 6 now.
City Chevy. Tom Cruise, Justin Lowry.
7th position right now? Yeah.
Nice looking paint job for him, new tonight. Well, I guess this afternoon.
Don't be fooled by the sun.
Normally I'm a vampire, so got me all messed up. 36 machine is actually heading in the pits. Pop in and see what he's up to. I don't know if he's got damage or he's grabbing stickers.
He didn't have too much contact in there, so he might be okay.
He's grabbing stickies. Called it. That car's up on the right-hand side. 32 laps to go. Taking his last set. He's going to have 10-lap newer tires. You know, he's been competitive all night. That might be the advantage he needs to make a charge.
He's going to have to get going.
Oh, he should be able to catch the field no problem as the lights are off on the pace car. Right, meow. Take a look from the chopper. Oh, he's going to be up full speed, entering turn 3. Green's out. Late start by Kaltenbach, but a good one. Fitzgerald on the high side, battling Challoner low. My, oh my. Sweeting and Ippolito 4th and 5th. With Lowry and Campbell 6th and 7th. With Fonseca starting 22nd up to 8th. And the 36 car wasn't able to quite make it where he needed to be to catch the field. So he may have the draft. And there, what is going on in front of us here? 3 wide for the lead. Crossover by Lowry on Ippolito. And he's sending it. Guys, there's 30 laps left. Save some.
Nope, time to go.
Save some tires. Save some tires. And that low line's going to stall out for Lowry. Touches the white line, loses a little bit of momentum. Sweeting's going. Slight contact, Ippolito on Kaltenbach. We're seeing some bumpy bumps. A little bump drafting. An earlier carnage with Jake Hickson involved. You'll see him on the bottom, making a run in the 8th position. This is the battle for the lead. Fitzgerald holding off the pack. Sweeting's going to get a run on the outside here. This is going to be a doozy. 28 laps to go. Winter Series, Race 12, Auto Club on PTM Racing TV. My, oh my. Championships on the line for some drivers with a strong finish. Woo!
Ooh.
Kaltenbach getting a little loose. Arrow loose with Challoner in tow. I wasn't expecting that. He's fighting, trying to get a run. 28 to go, 27 to go now. This one's tough to watch.
Much impact.
I said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. Don't, oh, contact with the wall. I believe that is the 39 of Brad Wren. He was torn up pretty good. Glad to see him back out there. Switching views so we can see a little bit more of the action. Sweeting out in the lead. Fitzgerald crossing over on Kaltenbach. And this is the battle for the championship in the 74 and 78 machine. Whoever finishes ahead I think Fitzgerald needs to finish as ahead to tie up the points. Sweeting falls back to P2. Altenbach takes the lead. Challenger falls in behind Fitzgerald, lets Ippolito go low. He's going to be battling the 74 machine, trying to get ahead. Time is ticking down. Drag race down the backstretch.
It's interesting to see all these guys change their line looking for more speed. They go into the corner high one time, they go into it low the next time. They're just looking for any way to get an advantage here.
Yep, and you can see how Ippolito on the low side got shuffled back. I think that, you know, the last 20-ish laps, you're going to see a lot of protecting of the high side to stop that run. This is a great...
What's also interesting is some of these guys are shifting down into fourth, and others are keeping it in fifth around the corners here.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too. Might be using the fourth gear to just whoa up the car a little bit. I don't think it's going to be too easy to make a move here with these fresh of tires. I mean, Sweeting is battling on the high side, and watched him a few times. He's getting a little loose. See, Challenger swerves away and tries to tuck in, or he tucks in behind, because just going down the straightaway, you know, you're not getting the pull off the corner on the low side. This might be, we might have a first time winner for us tonight. Galtenbach with 21 laps to go. My, oh my, these guys are steering towards glory every lap. New story. Might see some power slides here soon. And Lowry's just creeping.
He's coming.
So creep. Yeah. Take it away,
No.
Dennis. Take it
No,
away.
don't do it. Don't do it. I'd rather sing Wrecking Ball.
He's gonna go up on the high side, or the mid. Let's see what happens here. Woo! They're running out of track here. Great
Big run on the high side there.
Yeah, great moves by Lowry. You see Sweeting tucked down that time, not run so high. It looks like he's getting squirrely up on the high side to me.
But 22 laps on these tires.
Yep.
It's about the time where they start sliding a bit.
Might see a charge from Sweeting here soon. I think he's just waiting. Excellent run for him. I mean, we don't get to see him up front and competing like this. And, you know, I've raced against him before. He's a quite talented driver. Lowry.
Full send there by Lowry.
Full send. Woo, almost a little door contact there. Challenger makes it 3 going into 1. Oh, I guess that's 4.
Go 4.
Does Fitzgerald back out there? I think he did. My, oh my. Eye on the prize tonight. Yeah, we're seeing some hard charging here with these guys. Lowry competes a Plas on Sweeting. Out of 4. Fitzgerald and Challoner are battling hard. Ippolito, 6th place. I think both Challoner and Fitzgerald need to get around Sweeting, because Lowry's gone.
Impressive run by Lowry right now, up 17 positions.
Yep. Well, I mean, last week he had a tough break. He was battling for the lead. He got a black flag on one of the restarts, and he wasn't able to claw back, and that was his story at Bristol last week. And it's just great to see him, recoup, stay in a great mindset, and make a charge tonight with 16 laps to go. Might see a move by Fitzgerald here going into 3 on Sweeting. I'm expecting him to tuck down soon and just send it. Woo! Look who it is.
Coming up on 15 laps to go, only a 1 second gap first all the way back to 10th.
That's insane. Happy to see Souza back up here. Excellent
P7?
run for him. Yeah.
Nice recovery.
He's actually got fresher tires. He pitted the last time. I'm showing that he's only got 19 laps on these tires. So
8 laps fresher.
That's a big deal.
Get it, Souza.
Challoner gets around Fitzgerald. Don't look away ever, because somebody's passing somebody.
I don't know where to look.
Well,
there's too much going on.
Don't blink, don't think, just drive. Go back to the chopper view, see if we can see all the action. Kaltenbach crosses Lowry over.
My turn to lead. Move over.
I don't know, looking at the lap times, Fitzgerald might be conserving a little bit. The draft pulls very hard here. So if you can, get your car, a little woed up in the corners, cool off your tires, you could be putting yourself in the victory lane. Yeah, Fitzgerald had the fastest lap on the track that time, P5. Ippolito tags the wall. Hickson gets into his bumper. They're able to square up. Souza Good takes it 3 wide down the front stretch. But the action is up front. That's where we want to stay.
Well, that's going to cause a gap.
Challoner is checking out. He's just crossed over Kaltenbach for the lead. Lowry P3, Sweeting P4. I think the draft is just so powerful here. I mean, I don't think we're going to see six back catch up. But I have been wrong before.
Here comes Lowry.
Yeah, here comes 3 wide going into turn 1 with Fitzgerald pushing hard on Sweeting. Wow, oh wow. Lowry's looking to recoup from his Bristol run.
Just couldn't get up there to block the run. Oh, he goes up.
Yeah, close the door hard on Kaltenbach. We could be having fights in the pits later.
Uh-oh. We don't have a pit reporter.
Austin Hakes, William Ridgway, you're out there. Good load.
25 cars started tonight. Only 20 left on the track here with 10 to go.
Dang, some attrition tonight. 4 cautions for 12 laps. What is going on? Sweeting ducking low. Did he get loose? Because I blinked. Man, this is the battle right here. Kaltenbach. Challenger. 3 wide again for Lowry, diving into
Lowry.
1. I said it earlier. I think, you know, anyone mounting a run on the high side, that's going to be the move. Nice running him tight on the exit, trying to use up all the track he can to get a good run down the backstretch. The City Chevy. He's fighting and fighting. Kaltenbach makes a move low, going into 1. Let's see if he can get the slider. Got a little bit of move, sliding up. He closes it. Woo! Told you there's going to be a fight in the pits later.
Let's go.
Let's see if he returns the favor. Challenger's got a good run, but I don't think it's enough here. Lowry's going to tuck him behind. This could create a shuffle. Or maybe is it turn 1 where you can get that big run and dive it in, but look at the draft on the outside. Oh my. Lowry checks up the center there.
Big check up.
Yeah. Good run though. Let's see if Challenger has room to tuck in. Nope. Unfortunately, that checkup messed up Sweeting and Fitzgerald, so we're going to see likely Challenger tuck in. Nope. Make me a liar.
There it is. It's got to happen once a race.
Well, I think that's like the 16th time this time. Who's count?
I didn't want to say.
Yeah. You're supportive, I know.
Yeah, I got you.
Six laps to go. Turbocharged, supercharged. This race is enlarged. Like, what is going on here?
Can't even.
Look at the push draft down the backstretch. I think you're going to see some shaking and baking soon. And look at that. P6, 96 car, Souza with those fresher tires. 5 laps to go.
Go, Souza. See what you got.
Show me what you're working with. Oh, man. He's pushing Sweeting hard down the backstretch. 96 on the red machine against the 65.
I heard some radio chat earlier. Sweeting was getting a little loose, so he let Fitzgerald by. Pulled a little gentleman's move there, and it was nice and let Fitzgerald go.
3 wide for the lead. You're seeing Lowry charge out behind Kaltenbach. You're going to see the slide job here. Don't blink, don't think, just drive. Close the door, here it comes. He's got fresher tires. You've seen him checking up on the entry of the corners. He might be looking to seal the deal here.
I think so.
4 laps to go, that's not a lot of time. Coming to 3 at the line. Action tonight. Auto Club for the Winter Series. Race 12 on PTM Racing TV. Don't want to look away from these lead pack of 5 cars. It looks like actually Souza fell off a bit there. He might have brushed the wall, got himself in trouble.
Oh, Fitzgerald got a little loose.
It's slipping away from him. This Challoner is pulling away. That's a point. Good run for Sweeting. P4. 2 to go at the line. And you can see that Lowry's taking the lower line there to break the draft. Smart move. This looks like Fitzgerald. That's going to be his night tonight as he shuffles back to Hickson. These guys might be just messing with Lowry up front, staying about 2/10 back. Coming to the white, your leader, 46, Justin Lowry. Woo! This makes it a shootout to the checkered.
Hold on, let's go.
What's gonna happen here?
Challoner is not lifting.
Nope. Kaltenbach fighting the high side, but we're staying with your leader, 46, Lowry. And you are correct, he is not lifting. The 78 machine just shipped it. Let's see if they cross him over here. Get him back. Your race winner, 46, Justin Lowry. Congratulations on that outstanding performance. Very strategic. Starting 19th up to first tonight. That's your big mover and shaker. And you've seen those run, like he was doing a great job at managing his tires on entry and just picked the right time to charge up front. Man, oh man. He's going to shake it down in a second. Let's take a look at our finish for tonight. P2, Christian Challoner in the 78 machine. P3, 52, Sean Kaltenbach. P4, 65, Chuck Sweeting. P5, 88, Jake Hickson. P6, 74, Austin Fitzgerald. P7, 96, Jeffrey Souza. P8, we didn't see a lot of them tonight. 84, Jonathan Medeiros. P9, 8 machine, Joshua Campbell. P10, 39, Brad Wren. He had some serious carnage. Nice to see him finish out in the top 10 tonight. P11, Ty Ippolito in that 19 machine. P12, 40, Tim Phillips. P13, 55, Carlos Fonseca, 36 machine. P14, Andrew Neidart. And 20 machine, John Curley in the 15th position. That'll round out the top 15 for tonight. Crazy battle.
Good run for Hickson. Where did he come from?
I don't know.
Up 15 spots.
Not even sure. Not even
Good
sure.
run for the Daytona winner.
I'll wind it back here. Earlier on. Some carnage. 4 cautions tonight. But, you know, your winner, Justin Lowry, mounts an excellent run. Now, that's going to be pretty interesting, you know, to see how this shakes out, you know, as the points settle for tonight.
Well, unofficially right now, it looks like Challoner's taking the points lead by 3 points over Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I mean, based on, them finishing where they did tonight, and that, 1 point per position, that says a lot. And, Challoner did everything he could to get into P2 there with just shotgunning and sending it in the corner to get around Kaltenbach.
It definitely looks like the fourth place for Chuck Sweeting really helped him in the points. He's only 2 points back now of fourth place in the standings, Karshner. So next race at Phoenix should be interesting. He should have a chance to move up a spot if he can finish ahead of Karshner by a couple spots.
It looks like we got our race winner, Justin Lowry, hopping out of the car. Dennis, I'm going to throw this one over to you.
Lowry, good race tonight. Congrats on the win. We were kind of watching you from the back there. You slowly moved your way up. You got into an incident there early, but you're able to overcome it. How'd you feel about the run tonight?
A lot of ups and downs. Started in the back. I figured this would be a tire saving race and the fuel mileage race if it went green. So I was taking it easy, and then we had that wreck. And he went low, and then he came right back across. I T-boned him, and then got the damage fixed, and it was fine. I didn't pit, or I didn't take tires, so I was on old tires all the way up until lap 50 something. So that was interesting, and then dodged 2 more wrecks, and got up there and racing up in the front. And it's a lot of fun to race here, and I didn't know what I'd be able to do, to make a move. I guess I timed it right, and was able to get a little bit of gap, and then they started battling a little bit, so I was able to hold them off.
Yeah, it was definitely crazy up front there. The battle was intense. We didn't know who was going to come out with the victory there. I noticed near the end, it looked like you were backing off the corners quite a bit just before the last few laps. Were you trying to save some tire there before you took a final run?
I was, with the draft, you can kind of save a little bit and let them run hard up there, because I noticed the 78 was getting a little loose. I was getting a little loose, so I figured if I could save just a little bit, maybe I'd have enough to make a good charge. And I drove it hard into 3, making the pass, and I was actually shocked myself how big of a gap I was able to pull through 3 and 4 there.
Yeah, that was an awesome run for sure tonight. Congrats on the win, and great job, and look forward to seeing you next week at Phoenix. Anybody you wanted to thank tonight?
Thank my wife and kids, and Team FMR, or anybody puts this on, you guys. Like to say, I did not get a penalty this week. Last 2 weeks, I shot myself in the foot, and we had a bet going into this race how I would get a penalty, and I lost the bet. I figured I'd get one, like unsafe pit entry or exit, whatever, but I'm glad I had a clean race.
Yeah, awesome job tonight. Congrats again. P1 finisher Justin Lowry tonight, everyone. Congrats. Have a good night.
Thank you, too.
Cole Trickle strikes them down tonight in the 46 Chevy City Chevrolet. Congrats again, Justin. Congrats again. So I think that's all the drivers that we're going to be interviewing tonight. Great story, and Lowry shared it. He had a couple tough weeks that looks like it's going to put him slightly through an uphill battle to be a part of the championship. But, we'll have to tune in next week at Phoenix. Dennis, you got any final closing thoughts you want to share with the group?
Overall, tonight was a great race. Had us both on the edge of our seat there for the end, and I was thinking from the start, we got a 2-mile track. These guys are going to spread out a little bit. The draft kept it together. It was an interesting race, all 100 laps. Good job, and looking forward to Phoenix next week for sure.
Yeah, racing, pacing, and always chasing Winners Series Auto Club tonight on PTM Racing TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be signing off, and hope you're able to join us next week for the Battle at Phoenix in the sunny town in Arizona. Have a good night, everyone.